This is Chuck Suter of ConstitutionalWar.org, and today I want to talk to you about the Republicans, led by John Boehner and the rest of the rhinos, giving Obama his amnesty funding. But, hey, they say it's only for 2.5 months because they've got this genius idea. The Omnibus bill that will fund the entire government to September 30th of 2015, and then a short-term continuing resolution, or CR, that will only fund the Department of Homeland Security until February 27th, after the new Republicans are sworn in. Then they're going to send over, and if you don't know how this is supposed to work, this pipe dream of theirs, then they're going to send over a bill funding the Department of Homeland Security without funding for Amnesty. They'll send that to the House, then send that to the Senate. It'll pass with the new members. Wow, this is sounding good, right? Right? For a bunch of third graders, this sounds great. Then they'll send that to Obama. Obama, he will veto the bill, and then they can say, you don't want to fund Department of Homeland Security. Ha-ha, we Republicans really got you now. You better defund your amnesty, which we just funded here in December of 2014. It's going to be funded for 2.5 months, and then, you know, within that time, I mean, heck, I mean, what could they possibly do in 2.5 months, making 5 million illegals legal? So then Obama's going to say, hey, go pound sand. The Department of Homeland Security is of national security interest, and I'm going to pay them, even though I'm vetoing the bill. And I don't care if you guys want to fund the Department of Homeland Security. I'm going to fund them all the way till September 30th. And then the whole plan will fall apart, and John Boehner and these guys will go, oh man, we're so sorry. We thought we had a good plan, but unfortunately it didn't work out. But you could still trust us. And this is going to be after. This is going to be after. It seems like just about all the Republicans are going to vote for John Boehner as Speaker of the House once again. Trey Gowdy, who I appreciate, has done a lot of good stuff. And first of all, let me give Trey Gowdy some support here, and some others. There were 67 who voted against this. The Libertarian faction, who some of their supporters, you know, don't like the Tea Party. The Tea Party, this, that, or the other. But, you know, the Justin Amash, the Thomas Massey, even Walter Jones, whoever else you want to consider part of that, maybe Mark Sanford, South Carolina, as well. They voted against it, all those 4 guys. And then you had the Tea Party faction, who some of their supporters don't like the libertarian type whatevers, you know, these labels. You got to love this division stuff. And it all comes from top down, from the establishment. That's who does the dividing. Yeah, our own Republicans, they're the ones who do the dividing amongst us. But the Trey Gowdy, Gomer, oh gosh, man, a few other really good ones voted against this horrible monstrosity of a bill that funds Obamacare and Amnesty, is filled with pork, and is $1.1 trillion. Then you have the guys who kind of mix these two crowds together, like the Raul Labrador and Mick Mulvaney. And you know, these guys, you know, hopefully this can be the glue to bring a resistance against John Boehner being the Speaker again. Because voting for Boehner, voting against this Cromnibus bill, and then voting for Boehner, you know, come on. Come on, man. Who are you fooling? And I do got to say, Trey Gowdy, you said John Boehner deserves another term as Speaker, and you're dead wrong, sir. And who am I to tell you you're wrong? Well, I'm Chuck Suter of ConstitutionalWar.org, Trey Gowdy, and you're dead wrong, sir, and you should be held accountable. And anybody who votes for John Boehner as Speaker should be primaried and gotten rid of. I don't care how damn good you are or how important you consider your committee assignments. It's not that important. John Boehner has to go. A lot of us would love to see you as the Speaker, Mr. Gowdy. So please, please come to your senses and go against this. We had some good guys who went up against Boehner, and Obama. By the way, John Boehner says, I am Barack Obama's best friend when he's out drinking with the liberals up in New England. But this is what's going to happen. They'll sell you out. February 27th will come and go. Amnesty will proceed. And everybody who voted for John Boehner as Speaker is guilty of supporting Amnesty, funding Obamacare, and all the pork that is in this $1.1 trillion bill that has nothing to do with keeping the government open and everything to do with goodies and amnesty and funding of Obamacare, which, by the way, we all know the Gruber guy was instrumental in helping Mitt Romney with his Romney Care. So what you have is the elite of both parties working together to make this happen. So I just hope that everybody will take it to heart and don't ask your representatives, like Mark Walker here in the state of North Carolina. I'll use an example, who said he would not vote for Boehner as Speaker. Don't ask him not to vote. Demand that he doesn't vote for John Boehner as Speaker. And when he says, well, you know, I got to be pragmatic, I want committee assignments, you say, if you vote for John Boehner as Speaker, we're going to recruit somebody to primary you. So get ready, because we're coming after you, and we're coming after you hard for lying to us. Quit allowing these guys to lie to you and then talk over your head like they're smarter than you and they're better than you. They act like you work for them, and the truth is you do. You do work for them. And you pay them very handsomely. Very nice. It's a good damn gig. I think they work a third of the year and rake in near 200 grand. They work for you, is the way it's supposed to be set up. And you get to tell your employees what you expect of them. And you've got to stop complaining about these guys not having any balls if you ain't got the balls to stand up against them. All right? I mean, I am being as nice as I possibly can about all this whole situation, this 2014 Karl Rove landslide that was helped by so many real conservatives who were told, your ideas don't work, who were told Ted Cruz's shutdown is going to cost us everything. Look, another shutdown would have been great. Doesn't that mean there would have been another huge landslide? When amnesty passes, there's not going to be. All the Republicans, all the conservatives, all the grassroots are going to look for a third party. Or they're going to stay home and say, I just don't even care. Focus on making money and move to Belize or the islands or something like that. And I'm getting out of here. I'm done. I'm done. I mean, people are really starting to give up on this country. The greatest ever. Because of people like John Boehner. That's why they're giving up on it. It's not Barack Obama. We're ready to fight Obama. Well, the problem comes when you've got Republicans that scare you just as much as Barack Obama. You know, so hey, look, it was a great year for activism. We pushed a lot here at constitutionalwar.org. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter at con_war_org. Please donate. We need your donations to be able to continue our hard work, videos that are a lot harder to make than this, involving traveling and stuff. We need new cameras. We've got to be able to put out a product out there that can reach more voters, because we've got to reach these people. I talk to people at the store, at the restaurant, anywhere I go. I'm talking to people that are sick. They're conservative, and they're like, yeah, I didn't even vote. I don't even vote. Who gives a rat's butt? Because they are so just frustrated with what is being pushed out of Fox News and all these Beltway newspapers and think tanks and the Speaker of the House and folks like Mitch McConnell. So, hey, keep up the fight. Get those lists. Get those numbers. Write your congressman. Tell them All 67 of these guys should be solid against voting for Boehner. Okay, so we got 67 against Boehner. Now he'll probably caucus with Nancy Pelosi and these guys and say, hey, you don't want a real conservative as Speaker of the House. I need some of you guys to come vote for me. He will do that, just like Thad Cochran, just like any of them would. That's how bad they are, because they are that bad, and you need to wake up. It's time to wake up. Don't complain about them not having any balls if you ain't got the balls to stand up against them. This is Chuck Suter of constitutionalwar.org. I can't wait for 2015. I hope to have your support, and I can't wait to join you in the trenches, because 2015 needs to be the year that the North American rhino is driven to extinction.